Welcome to the Lumpy Pickle channel. I am Zach,
No.
Caden Sebastius.
and today we are reviewing Dumbo, the Tim Burton live-action remake.
That didn't need to be made.
Yeah, none of these need to be made because none of them are better than the cartoon or the animated
Yeah.
movie they're based on.
Yeah. And they're not like spectacular tellings of the stories either.
No, I honestly haven't seen any of them because does Maleficent count? Maleficent?
No. I don't think so. They're not. They are. It's a different take on the story.
Because I have seen that one and
that one
I did not like it. But this is the only one that I've seen that is like based off of a movie, such as like the Cinderella. They've done Jungle Book. They're doing Lion King. What was the other ones? Beauty and the Beast. I haven't seen any of those. This is the first one
I've never heard that they were like spectacular or anything.
I heard Cinderella was good. I heard I don't know, but I heard Jungle Book was good too. But this one, I mean, it was not better than the cartoon. And
What got me to go see this movie was Tim Burton.
yeah, Tim Burton.
The fact that Tim Burton was attached.
Tim Burton,
to it.
Michael Keaton, Danny DeVito, Ava Green, Colin Farrell, pretty much all of them. Also, music was by Danny Elfman. You know, he's done better work.
Yeah.
But the music was good. The visuals were pretty good. It's Tim Burton style. There's a lot of like.
I didn't think it was spectacular visually.
Oh really?
I thought
I love the look of the Dreamland. That was pretty cool.
There was only like 2 shots that I really liked in the movie, cinematography wise, but otherwise the shots were kind of bland, and I didn't think the CGI was spectacular in this movie for being a Disney property.
I thought they were going for like a cartoon vibe. It wasn't supposed to look real.
Well, no,
That's what I got.
I just thought it looked bad. Like the part where Eva Green is riding Dumbo the first time.
Oh yeah,
that looked horrendous. It looked better when they did it later in the movie.
That's like
but my point was it looked better later in the movie, so I don't know why the first time it looked so bad.
lighting. It was darker the second time, but
That
like
could
in
be
that
it.
one time they're in like a bright room. Kind of. That would be for me. None of the CGI really. I mean, I actually kind of liked it. It was like a cartoony look. It gave you a nice feel for the whimsical world. Like at the point where they're having like bubbles that are doing stuff. It's not. You're not supposed to really. It's not supposed to be science.
But then
like realistic.
Yeah, I thought it was weird that they brought in anything like there's this part where they bring in kind of science of the future, which I thought did not fit in this movie. I thought it was very out of place.
It fit the purpose of the daughter's storyline,
which was
she was kind of wooden.
Yeah, and the son, which had no character.
The what?
Like the son, which had no character.
Yeah, not really. But I mean, I loved Colin Farrell's story. I loved Danny DeVito's story, and I really liked Michael Keaton. He was very like over the top.
Michael Keaton worked earlier in the movie for me, but towards the end, I thought they took it too far.
Oh no, I loved it when he's smashing the electrical stuff. And he's like,
that's where I thought they.
He's
took
like,
it too far.
sir, you shouldn't do that. You're gonna cause a overload. He's just like, everything's sparking. I was just like, it actually reminded me of Batman Returns, where with Christopher Walken's character who. Kind of gave me that kind of a vibe at the end there, where it's like
I thought they took it too far with Michael Keaton's character.
All right, but for me that was the highlights. Basically, it was Colin Farrell's storyline. He's the father who loses an arm. I thought that was awesome, and at the end he's getting on the horse. Ava Green was awesome. Danny DeVito and Michael Keaton. Those were the highlights for me. Basically, anything with them. Everything else was
kind of bland.
It was. The Dumbo stuff was fine, but it wasn't better than the cartoon. So it was, I don't see the point in making these.
Can we talk about how he sounded like a robot?
Sure, go for it, man.
Dumbo.
Tell us about it.
It sounded distorted. It didn't sound like a real elephant. It sounded like someone was blowing through a metal pipe.
Is there any specific parts, right? Like where you can bring that up, or
like
throughout the whole movie?
Throughout the whole movie. Anytime Dumbo like does his little trumpety thing, his whole his whole voice. I don't know. Maybe they like did pre-birth surgery on his vocal cords.
Pre-birth.
Yeah, pre-birth. He was in the womb.
Well,
they're just like,
he came out with giant ears, so maybe his vocal cords were also giant. Or shrunk, I don't know.
Or I don't know. Just imagine like a baby with a really deep voice.
Dude, I am your son.
No.
I'll get you next time. Get it?
Okay. All right.
All right, dude. I think you hated it the most.
I didn't hate it.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't see the point
like
of it.
what did not work for you?
It was slow at times, and you can be slow and still entertaining. This was slow and boring, and it didn't get that Tim Burton flair, in my opinion.
I did buy some of the designs. Anytime he kind of has gone into this like CGI version now,
It's hard to do Dumbo practical.
no, I'm talking about like even. Have you seen Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children?
Yeah.
Like even that one, and kind of like.
Yeah, I think it might be just like the way movies are made now, time restraints.
No, I mean they look good, but it's kind of. I feel like it's almost like a commercialized Tim Burton look, rather than the way he used to look when when he did things more practical. They had more. I don't know. The worlds just felt more
real,
cohesive, and real.
Yeah.
Whereas these ones come off a little more like
cartoon.
It
felt like a run of the made. Like they just threw some not like this great director into it. It did not feel like the caliber at which Tim Burton is. It felt like they just took like a not an unknown, no, more like an unknown director who hasn't really like Marvel, how they just give it off to like all these lower directors. It felt like that kind of Disney movie.
A new guy.
Yeah, it's kind of it just felt like it wasn't a high caliber director.
So can we talk? I would say the places where the Tim Burton in the movie came out to me was the bubble scene and the scene when they're coming to Dreamland, because that felt like to me it was almost like they were like it was on the verge of getting grayscaled.
Oh.
It was kind of like they're entering Dreamland, but it's like it's a nightmare or something. It's kind of like like I don't know if you remember like how the scene was like.
I thought that was great when they're charging in or they're marching in and everybody's doing their thing. I love the design of Dreamland. That's what gave me the Tim Burton vibes. Was like the designs. Like there's that giant rocket roller coaster over there. And then you can see his office. That looked like something right out of the Batman Returns. Like it's like a circle with these like antenna things coming off in it, and I loved all that. Especially his office looked awesome. Looked great. But so for me though, I mean, I guess just to sum up, I liked basically the new stuff. Like Colin Farrell's storyline, not in the original Dumbo. Basically Danny DeVito's thing. Storyline, Ava Green's storyline, like stuff that has nothing to do with Dumbo, really. And then everything else was just kind of like, not as good as what the Disney cartoon was. So for me, I mean, I don't really see the point in doing these other than they make a ton of money. So
yeah,
that's cool.
I would say this is a pass. I don't really think you would need to see this movie in theaters.
Yeah,
catch it on TV or.
It's the first of these Disney live-action remakes that I've really seen.
And it shows why I skipped the other ones. Mm-hmm. I just don't care.
Yeah, I don't feel like I missed out on anything.
Yeah.
So.
Did you see any of the other remakes? Were they worth it?
No, I don't think I have.
You haven't? Okay. Well, that was just our discussion of the new Tim Burton
Dumbo 2019.
Oh, any final thoughts?
Yeah.
The main bad guy, who we don't find out is a bad guy until like halfway through the movie, he gave us some serious like pedo vibes at the beginning. And also when Danny DeVito goes, a baby, because like the elephant baby. Yeah, it's a baby, and it was like major pedo vibes.
It's talking about an animal, man.
Yeah.
I know, but just like the vocal inflection.
Okay, well, end on that note.
Yeah.
Weird, man. Weird takeaway.
Yeah, weird takeaway.